वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु अहनौ भुनक्तु अहवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च। Can repeat from the third mantra onwards. ऊर्ध्वं प्राणम् उन्नयति
ऊर्ध्वं प्राणमुन्नयति
अपानं प्रत्यगस्यति
अपानं प्रत्यगस्यति
मध्ये वामनमासीनं
मध्ये वामनमासीनं
विश्वे देवा उपासते
विश्वे देवा उपासते
अस्य विस्रंसमानस्य शरीरस्तस्य देहिनः देहात् विमुच्यमानस्य अत्र परिशिष्यते।
किमत्र परिशिष्यते
एतद्वैतत् न प्राणेन नापानेन
न प्राणेन अपानेन
मर्त्यो जीवति कश्चन इतरेण तु जीवन्ति
इतरेण
इतरेण
तु
तु
जीवन्ति
जीवन्ति
यस्मिन्नेतावुपाश्रितौ
यस्मिन्नेतावुपाश्रितौ
अन्तत इदं प्रवक्ष्यामि
अन्तत इदं प्रवक्ष्यामि
गुह्यं ब्रह्म सनातनम्
गुह्यं ब्रह्म
गुह्यं ब्रह्म
सनातनम्
सनातनम्
यथा च मरणं प्राप्य
यथा
यथा च
मरणं
मरणं
प्राप्य
प्राप्य
आत्मा भवति गौतम
आत्मा
आत्मा
भवति
भवति
गौतम।
गौतम।
In this shloka, Yamadharmaraja says that idam pravakshyami guhyam brahma sanatanam pravakshyami iti. That is, he says that what he is going to talk in the following, the mantras. Calling Nachiketa, O Nachiketa, his question was, Yayam prete vichikitsa manushye astityeke nayam astiti chaike iti. In the first chapter, first only he asked the question. So to that, Yamadharmaraja, he says, he has been talking, but now further he says, what will happen to the jiva after maranam? And what is the nature of Atma? Atmanaha Swarupam. So two topics are going to be told by me. Iti Yamadharmaraja says, Atmanaha Swarupam and Jiva Gati. What happens to the jiva? What happens to the jiva after giving up this body? Maranam prapya, yathacha maranam prapya, atma bhavati gautama iti. Atma here is jivatma. Jivatma is that chidabhasa. That is upadi sagita. That upadi, chidabhasa is upadi. Chaitanyam reflected in the antakaranam, the chidabhasa. The chidabhasa, the jivatma. The jivatma is with the upadi. The chaitanyam which is manifesting through this upadi, the sharira upadi, is called chidabhasa. That is jivatma. So what happens to that jivatma after varana iti? So this is going to be told by me iti. And the Brahma, the topic is with its guhyam. It is gopyam. Gopyam Brahma Sanataram Chirantanam Agam Pravakshyami iti. This Brahma which is Chirantanam, Sanatanam, and it is Guhyam, it is Gopyam, it is a secret. As Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita, 9th chapter. The 9th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says, Idam tute hukyatamam Rakshyam yanasuyare Jnanam Vijnana Sagitam Yajnatva Mokshase Shubhat iti. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. This Vidya, this knowledge is Guhyam, it is secret. There is no secrecy. This knowledge is called secret because it is difficult to understand, therefore it remains a secret. Ragasyavat bhavati, therefore Ragasya Guhyam. Guhyam is difficult to comprehend, understand. Only by a Yogya Purusha this can be understood. this Brahma, which is Dukhyam. And Brahma is Sanatana. Sanatana, which is there forever. Chirantana. Chiranjeevi. Chirantanam, it is always continues to be. Doesn't come and doesn't go. It is not Agamapayi. All the Agamapayi are dependent on this, which doesn't come and go. That Brahma, that is Sanatanam, Aham Pravakshyami, Yat Vijnanat Sarva Samsara Uparamaha Bhavati. Knowing which all the samsara, samsara uparamaha bhavati. There will be complete stoppage of the samsara. Why? Because samsara is because of avidya. Samsara is because of avidya. Therefore, gaining this knowledge, avidya goes away. Therefore, samsara also is snapped, goes away. So, अविज्ञाना च यस्य वर्णं प्राप्य यथा आत्मा भवति यथा संसरति तथा शृणु. Avijnana, because of ajnana, Jivatma, having given up this body, Maranam Prapya, what happens to the Jiva? What is the lot of the Jiva? That I will tell you. May you listen. Iti Dharmaraja, it gives a vakya, the pratignya vakya. He promises what he is going to talk about in the following shlokas. Following mantra should be the next mantra, number 7. Yoni manye prapadyante.
Yoni manye prapadyante.
Sharirattvaya dehinaha.
Sharirattvaya dehinaha.
Sthanu manye nu sanyanti.
Sthanu manye nu sanyanti.
Yatha karma yatha shrutam.
यथा
Yatha karma yatha shrutam.
Prapadyante. Prapadyante, that is a Kriya Padam. Prapadyante. Sharirattvaya dheginaha prapadyante. Anye anusanyanti. Sthanam anusanyanti. Yatha karma yatha shrutam. Prapadyante means labante. They gain, they enter. Dehinaha prapadyante. Dehinaha, the one who has deha, that is Jivatma Upadhi. Deha is the one. Here, Dehinaha, we have to take the meaning to be the Jivatma having the Upadhi. Because prapadyante, they gain. Jivatma only gains Sharira, not Satchidananda Atma. Satchit Ananda Swarupa Atma, they do not travel, they do not die, therefore they do not give up the body, and they are not born also. Najayate mriyate va katachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha iti. Atma najayate na mriyate. So, therefore, Jehinaha here is Jivatma. You have to take the meaning of the word. Jehinaha to be Jivatma. Anye Dehinaha, Dehin Shabda, Nakaranta Shabda, Dehi, Dehinau, Dehinaha, Degaha Asya Asti iti, Dehin, Dehinaha, Jivat Manaha, Jivatma, Prapadyante, Anye Jivatma. Some Jivas. Anye is some Jivas, Anye Dehinaha, Jivatmas Prapadyante. Kim Prapadyante? Yonim prapadyante. Yonim prapadyante. What is the purpose of entering the yoni? Yoni is the womb. What is the purpose of entering the womb? Sharirattvaya. Sharira grahana karanat jiva jivaha prapadyante. Yonim prapadyante. Iti. So jivatmas, some jivatmas, for the purpose of gaining a shariram, they enter the womb, the yoni. Yoni is karma here, yonim prapadyante iti. Anye, the second line, anye is anye anusanyanti. Anusanyanti. Anusanyanti also same meaning. They enter, they attain, they labante, anye jivaha. What do they attain? Stanu. They attain stanu. Stanu, here we have to take the meaning of the word stanu to be the plants. Stavara. Stavara iti. Stanam anusayanti prapadyante. Yatha karma, yatha shrutam. In keeping with the karma, keeping with shrutam. Shrutam here, the meaning of the word shrutam can be taken as either upasana or the samskara or vasana. The word samskara, some word samskara, vasana also can be used, vasana. In keeping with the karma, in keeping with the vasana, other jiva, they enter or they gain the form of plants, etc. So, Madhra Maharaja told what happens when jiva, atma bhavati gautama, agam pradakshami, shunu iti. So that he says, jivatmanaha gati. Gatihi, what? They take another janma, they take another human birth, manishya janma, or they may enter or they may gain the shariram of a plants, etc. Plants, trees, etc. they may gain. So plants are also living beings. Therefore, jivatma enter or jivatma, they take the form of the plants. So jivatma can assume a human shariram or they can assume the plant shariram, stavara shariram. So therefore, this gaining of the shariram, is because of avidya. This gaining of the shariram is because of avidya. Avidya is this sharira abhimanam. Because identified with the shariram and therefore with the karma and therefore karma phala. Because the jivatma consider themselves to be the karta and bhokta. Therefore, abhimanatvat yonim prapadyante. They enter the yoni. Here the yoni is the womb, but Ashtakara will say yoni is yoni dwaram iti. Yoni dwaram. They enter the bija of the stula sharira. They enter the bija of the stula shariram of whom? Stula shariram of the male. Purusha stula shariram, they enter. The jiva, they enter. And the jiva then enter the yoni and then takes a shariram, human shariram. And some jivas, they gain stanu bhavam prapadyante. They gain the state of stanu, immovable, not moving, living things. Living beings are two types. One is movable, other one is not movable. under the category of non-movable. Immovable, this stanu and all will come. Stanu, plants, etc. Plants, you can bring in animals also. Adhojanma. All these are adhojanma. So that is in keeping with yatha karma, yatha shruta. In keeping with the karma, what has been done by this jiva. In keeping with the shrutam, that is the upasana. The upasana could be a laukika upasana or it could be a Vaidika upasana. Upasana generally means this meditation which is done along with karma will give better phalam, superior phalam. Upasana sahita karmanaha phalam kevala karmana phalatva. Kevala karma phalam compared to that, this upasana karma phalam is always greater. But that is not the meaning here. Here upasana we can take the meaning to be the thought which is entertained by the jiva in the janma, in the previous janma. Whatever the thought which was occupying the most of the time the mind of the jiva. And also the thought which the jiva entertained at the time of death. Whatever thought the jiva entertained at the time of death, that becomes the factor. That becomes a factor for the next janma, factor for assuming the body of the next janma. As Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Antakale chamameva swaran muktva kalevaram yaf prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah yam va visparan bhavam yajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sata tadbhava bhavitaha. Antakale, whatever antakala, that is maranakale, whatever the person thinks. Bhagavan Krishna says, Mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Kalevaram, this body is a kalevaram. Body is a kalevaram because all the activities happen in this body. Thinking what the body is given up, that the person gains. And Bhagavan Krishna says, Yaha madbhavam, yaha prayati samadbhavam, yati nastyatra samshayah. Whoever gives up the body thinking about me, they come to me alone. But not that everybody thinks about Bhagavan. Yam vyapi smaran bhavam tejantante kalevam tam tamevaiti tam eva eti. Thinking whatever the jiva gives up the body, tam eva eti. That alone the jiva attains. Therefore only Bhagavan Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha. Therefore, keep me always remembering. Let all your activity be centered around me. Let Ishvara be brought in your every activity. Invoke Ishvara in every action of yours, your daily action. That is called bringing Ishvara into your life. Doing whatever to be done in the spirit of the worship. Doing in the spirit of the Karma Yoga, Ishvararapana Buddhi and Prasada Buddhi. By that you can give the Anusmaranam of Ishvara all the time and can do the Vyapara, the activity of the daily activities. So therefore, the thought which were predominant, that thought determines the next janma. Therefore, yatha shrutam. Shrutam, the meaning can be taken as upasana or vijnana. Bhashyakara will use the word vijnana. Lokika va shastriya vijnana. Shastriya Vijnanam, Shastriya Upasana is good. Shastriya, thinking about the Shastra, entertaining the thoughts about the Shastra, the Atma, that is good samskara. So that if the person doesn't get moksha in this life, being a mumukshu, he will continue the journey in the next janma. Will continue the journey in the next janma. That also Bhagavan Krishna says in the 6th chapter, when the Arjuna, when he asked, what will happen to the person? What will happen to the person who is not able to gain the siddhi, the yoga siddhi, who is not able to gain the success in this very life? What will happen to that person? Ayate shraddhayo petaha yoga chalita manasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim ka gatim Krishna gacchati. This is a doubt of every sadhaka. What will happen to me if I don't get moksha in this life? All my effort will go waste. And whatever the effort I have put in this life, this janma, because I am not able to gain, what will happen to that? Will it go waste? And what will be my Lord? Bhagavan Krishna beautifully says, he gives assurance. Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati partha naivegana putra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati tasya vinashasya na vidyate naiva, never. He will never get destroyed because he has started the pursuit of moksha. So therefore, his effort will never go waste, and there is no destruction for him. There is no spiritual destruction for him. There is no spiritual in the spiritual life. There is always only a growth. There is no coming down and going. Wherever the person has left, he will pick up. In this janma, wherever he left, he will pick up the thread from there and move forward, always moving forward. And Bhagavan Krishna, he gives assurance. Naki kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. This is a kalyana krit. This is an auspicious thing, a kalyana krit. This is an auspicious thing. Moksha, the pursuit of moksha, it is auspicious. It is Bhadram. Because the pursuit is after Bhadram, the auspicious Brahma. So, therefore, Durgatim na gacchati. They never gain Durgati. Iti. And therefore, what will happen to that person? Either they go to the Punya Loka and they live there for some time, or they get the Janma in the family which is prosperous and spiritual. And there they continue. Prapya punyakritam lokan ushitva shashvati samaha. Because he has done upasana, therefore punya lokan prapya, remaining there ushitva shashvati samaha. Like the Yamadharma Raja, he has also done upasana, therefore got the Yamadharma padavi. Similarly, because of upasana he has done, therefore he will get the highest loka, remain there for long time. Or Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Prashto Vichayate, or in the house of the pure-minded people and prosperous people, spiritually as well as materially prosperous people. This person who was a yoga brashta, not able to gain moksha in this life, he will get janma. Atava yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimata etat vidurlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. Taking janma in a family of yogi, the spiritual family, And the Dhimatam, the wise people, the family of wise people is not a joke. It is Durlabhatara. So the place of Janma, the parentage, and the status of the family, everything depends on what this person has earned through his karma and through his thought. The thought force of the person determines the Janma. That's why it's always emphasized to entertain good thoughts, good feelings about oneself and also about others. The values which are mentioned in the 13th chapter of the Gita, those values are important. Those values are itself, they are called Jnanam by Bhagavan Krishna because they become the means for gaining Jnanam Moksha. So the values have to be cultivated. So that the values which the person has cultivated, the value and therefore the thoughts, that is the Laukika that determines the good Janma, the good life, next life. So therefore, Shrutam is heard. Yata karma, yata Shrutam. Shrutam anatikramya, yata Shrutam. It is Avyayibhava Samasa, yata Shrutam. Yata karma, karma anatikramya, not transgressing one's karma. Karma has been done, karma pala will be there. So in keeping with the karma, in keeping with Shruta, that is this Vijnanam, this thought, this mental makeup of this jiva, that determines the next janma. That determines the next janma. Being good is not only good for this life, it's also good for the next life. It's also good for the upcoming, the next life, in case if we don't get moksha in this life. Therefore, yata shrutam iti. What will happen to the jiva if he gets moksha? If he gets moksha in this life? Because of prarabdha karma, the shariram will run for a certain period of time, whatever the life allotted, that life, that time, that span, the shariram will continue to remain. Even though he does karma, but because of jnanam, this karma phala will not come to him. He will not have karma phala. He will not enjoy karma phala because tatrutvam nasti, therefore he cannot be a bhokta. So, and whatever karma he does, it will be only for the good of the people. It is only for loka sangraha. So, as long as the prarabdha continues, the shariram continues. After this giving up the shariram is karana shariram and sukshma shariram. What will happen to that? The karana shariram, now it will become one with the samashti. This sukshma shariram, it will become one with the samashti stula shariram, which is hiranyagarbha. And the karana shariram will become one with antaryami. So there is no shariram for this person. Therefore, he becomes muktaha. He becomes free. This yonim anye prapadyante, sthanam anye anusayanti, this is only for the jiva who is not a jnani. This is a lot of the ajnani jiva. The lot of jnani jiva is jivan muktaha, then videha muktaha. After giving up the body, the stula shariram, which will become one, stula shariram made of pancha mahabhuta, bhautika, it will go back to its 5 elements, and the sukshma shariram will join with hiranyagarbha because it is samashti sukshma shariram, and the karana shariram becomes one with Ishvara Antaryami. Therefore, there is no shariram, there is no karana shariram for this jnani to take another janma. Therefore, it becomes muktaha. That is videga mukti. That is the lot of the jnani because of jnanam. When you say punarjanma, it is only for ajnani. jiva iti. Now we will read the Bhashyam. Yonim yonidvaram
योनिद्वारं
shukra bija samanvitaha santaha
शुक्रबीजसमन्विताः
अन्ये केचित्
केचित्
अविद्यावन्तः मूढाः
तावन्तः मूढाः
पद्यन्ते
प्रपद्यन्ते
शरीरत्वाय
शरीरत्वाय
शरीरग्रहणार्थं
ग्रहणार्थं
देहिनः देहवन्तः
देहवन्तः
योनिं प्रविशन्ति इत्यर्थः. So yonim, the word is there in the mantra. Bhashyakara says yonidvaram. Yonidvaram prapadyante. Yoni is womb, but yonidvaram is the gate of the womb, the passage to the womb. The passage to the womb. Yonidvaram pravishanti. They enter. Who? This jiva. And it is said, Shukra bija samanvitaha santaha. Shukra bija samanvitaha. This jiva, they enter the path, the passage of the womb, the gate of the womb of the mother, of the female. Who? This jiva. And the jiva is now, samanvitaha is endowed with, is associated with, samanvitaha, samyak anvitaha. So anvitaha, this is in dhatu, in gato. Sam anu plus in. Samyak anvitaha is endowed with, very well endowed with, associated with shuk bija. Bija is seed. Seed of what? Shukra bija. Shukra bija means the seed of the male. It is semen. So Shukra bija samanvitaha santaha. This jiva, anye jivaha, kechit anye jivaha, kechit is that anye kechit jivaha, which are endowed or associated with the seed, the semen of the male, associated with that, they enter the yonidvaram of the female, iti prapadyante. Avidyavantaha, they are avidyavantaha. They are avidyavantaha, moodaha, prapadyante. For what? Sharirattvaya, sharira, the anya sharira grahanartham, prapadyante iti. So, yonim is yonidvaram. Yonidvaram prapadyante. Being associated with the bija, which is Shukra of the male, this jiva, they enter the passage to the womb of the female for the purpose of gaining the sharira. Being avidyavantaha, moodaha, therefore they go through this process. They take janma iti. They take janma. So the jiva, along with the Shukra bija, enter the womb of the mother. So where in the mother, the body, the shariram is not there. Shariram is not there. It has yet to come. It is yet to come. So there the jiva will develop the sharira. Being endowed with ignorance, avidya, this jiva passes from the Shukra bija, enter the womb, and entering the womb of the mother, it will develop body. Sharirattvaya, sharira grahanartham. But before entering the mother, this jiva, it is there in the form of seed in the male. So the Shukra Bija is the Karanam, and the place of development of the Shariram is the womb of the mother. So through the food taken by the male, this jiva, they enter the male. In Chandogya and in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also, there is a upasana mentioned. Panchagni Vidya is mentioned. Panchagni Vidya is upasana. How the jiva, they come down from above. That is, how the jiva comes down from heaven. That is, from above, how it comes down, and how it takes the body. It is mentioned in the form of upasana. Five avasthas are talked about. 5 stages. First, the jiva, they come down from heaven and they enter the clouds. From the clouds in the form of rain, they come down to the Prithvi. Then when it comes to the Prithvi, then it is absorbed by plants. It is absorbed by plants and trees, and they become fruits and vegetables and other things, which is eaten by the male. So this jiva enters the male through food, in the form of food. From that male, this jiva, in the form of the seed, it enters the female, and there it develops its body. So the potential form of the body is developed in the womb of the mother. So this is the Panchagni Vidya, Panchagni Upasana. So the jiva having the potentiality, it is in the male, and that develops, the Sharira develops in the female. This is according to the Shastra. So therefore, these people who are avidyavantaha mudaha prapadyante, they enter Sharirattvaya for the purpose of assuming the human Shariram, for the purpose of gaining the body, because this jiva has a seed, carries a seed, therefore it enters the womb and gain the Shariram. Deginaha dehavantaha. This Deginaha, they enter the Sharira Granartham, Deginaha dehavantaha. They enter the Shariram of the woman who has the body. Deginaha dehavantaha. Having entered the womb of the mother, they become Deginaha dehavantaha. They become one with the body. They become one with the body. Deginaha dehavantaha iti. So yonim pravishanti, jiva enters the womb of the mother. Ityarthaha. This is the meaning. So this describes you can take this as the Manushya Janma Prapti. How the Manushya Janma is gained. How the Manushya Janma is gained by a jiva. What will happen to the other jivas if they don't get Manushya Janma? That is being said in the next line by the Vashyakara. Sthanum Vrikshadi Sthavara Bhavam.
Vrikshadi Sthavara Bhavam.
Anye Atyanta Adhamaha.
Anye Atyanta Adhamaha.
Maranam Prapya. Anusanyanti Anugachanti. So Anye Jivaha Sthanum is Vrikshadi Stavara Bhavam. Stavara Bhavam is Sthanum. The status of Stavara. Varach Pratyaya. Sta plus Varach Stavara. Ish plus Varach becomes Ishvara. is a Krit Pratyaya. Ishvaraha, Stavaraha. So Stavara is this plants, etc. So Atyanta Adhamaha, they are Adhama. Adhama is, why they are Adhama? Because they are Tamoguna Pradhana. Tamoguna Pradhana, therefore Adhamaha. Because they, in the previous Janma, they would have misused the free will and therefore would have done some Papa Karma. So the resultant of that Papa Karma manifests this Janma, the form of gaining this Stavara Janma. So Stavara Anusayanti, Anugachanti. Anugachanti means they go, they gain, they attain. Stavara Bhavam, Anugachanti, they attain. Vrikshadi Stavara Bhavam, Vriksha, etc., trees, etc. So Vrikshadi Stavara Bhavam, Anusayanti, Anugachanti iti. So because of the samskara, because of the previous Janma samskara, tamasic samskara, this person would have done a lot of papa karma, lot of himsa, and all the don'ts would have done. Therefore, this person, having developed those samskara and therefore this karma and karmapala, now he has gained this stavara janma, vrikshadi stavaranta iti. Vrikshadi stavara bhavam anusayanti anugachanti iti. And also, not only the stavara bhavam, even taking these human shariram, some people are endowed with a certain disability. Some congenital disabilities are there. That is also because of this previous janma karma phala. But anyway, that's a different thing. But some jivas, they don't have the ability to use their buddhi. Some jiva, they don't have the ability to use their buddhi. Even though endowed with this faculty of buddhi, but not being able to use, they are equivalent to the stavara. They are equivalent to the stavara, they are equivalent to pashu. That is also because of previous janma samskara. Some punya karma is therefore this manusya janma, but because of this samskara, because of the previous janma samskara, now in this janma, even though endowed with buddhi, not able to use the buddhi, or even the person for whom this buddhi has gone, buddhi is stultified, the people, mad people. The madness is a papam. Some papam, some severe papam the person would have done. That's why the person has gone mad in this janma. That is really a biggest papam. Why? Because that person, he loses the privilege of gaining moksha. If buddhi is not functional, how can the person gain moksha? How can the person think? How can the person study Shastram and therefore gain moksha? Not possible. The privilege of gaining moksha, and that is only for the human being, that itself is very lost. Even though he has gained human shariya, but buddhi not being functional, that is really a great papa. Because viveka not there. When viveka is not there, what discrimination he can do? Atma anatma viveka he cannot do, because buddhi is not functioning. Buddhi has gone. The buddhi of the person is as though not there. So he is like a stone only. He is just like a stone or an animal. So the purpose of gaining the human shariram itself is lost. That is why gaining a human shariram and having all the faculties, all the indriyas functional, and having good buddhi, then having the good parentage, good family, spiritual background, and having the mumukshutvam, going to the guru, gaining the shastram, so many things are involved. This is only for really, they are fortunate jivas. Those jivas which have done punya only for those jiva, all these things will happen. The probability is really very less. That is why many people are not that many people are they are mumukshu. Only a handful of people are mumukshu, and among them only a few people really are jigyasu. They understand the that moksha is possible to jnanam, and they become a jigyasu. Some people being a mumukshu but misguided by some tradition or some guru, they slip away from the path and do a lot of other sadhanas, thinking that it will give moksha. That also is a problem. So coming to the tradition, coming to the right teacher, coming to the right tradition, that itself is a punyam. So therefore, here vrikshadi stavaram pravishanti anye atyanta adamaha jivaha maranam prapya, having gained death in the next janma, they gain this stavara shariram, stavara bhavam. Bhashyakara says vrikshadi stavara bhavam. Stavara bhavam could be either they gain the form of, they gain the janma, the form of the trees, etc. Or they gain the status of being immobile. Maybe the stavara bhavam, the state of immobility, that is having taken a human janma also, that state also it is possible. Immobility means not able to think. So they are also like stavara only. So that interpretation also possible. Anyway, so here we can take stavara bhavam as stavara itself, as the vriksha etc. itself. We can take. So, and the jiva taking different bodies, Manushya Janma or other Sharira. How that is decided? It is not decided by Bhagavan. It is not decided by the Bhagavan or nothing. Nobody else decides that. It is decided by the karma of the jiva. It is decided by the vijnanam of the jiva. That is Shrutam. So what decides is it's the karma. So the karma theory is irrefutable. What the person is now is because of what he has done before. Punya karma is that, therefore he is a mumukshu and jigyasu. Papa karma is that, therefore the person revolves around and round about a particular thing in samsara, not able to give up because shrutam, that is its thought. That is what the upasana he has done. What upasana? Laukika upasana. The thought which is predominant in one's life, that makes him go around that particular thing. That is samsara. So what decides? Karma and this vijnanam, that is upasana. That is Bhashyakara says. Yatha karma.
Yata karma.
Yadi asya karma.
Yadi asya karma.
Tad yatha karma.
Tad yatha karma.
Egi yadrisham karma iha janmani.
Yaihi yadrisham karma iha janmani.
Kritam.
Kritam.
Tad vashena iti etat.
Tat vashena iti etat.
Yatha karma. Karma anatikramya. In keeping with karma, not transgressing one's karma. So the jiva attains the shariram in keeping with one's karma. So Yat yasya karma, whichever karma of the jiva, yat yasya karma. So yat karma, yat yasya karma, the karma of whichever jiva, yat yasya karma. Tad yata karma, that karma is yata karma. Yat yasya karma, not asya karma. Okay, yat yasya karma, tat yatha karma. So yatha karma Bhashyakara says, yat yasya karma, tat yatha karma. That is karma of whichever jiva is. That is yatha karma. That is yatha karma. The karma which the jiva has done, and the resultant of the karma in the form of papa punya belongs to the jiva only. Therefore, it is yatha karma. Yat yasya karma. Yasya is jivasya. The karma of the jiva. The karma which the jiva has done. That is yatha karma. That is the meaning. Yatha karma Bhashyakara says. Yatha karma is equal to yat yasya karma tat. That is yatha karma. Whichever karma the jiva has done, that karma belongs to whom? The jiva only. So that is yatha karma, in keeping with the karma of the jiva. That is why karma anatik karma, not transgressing the karma. Then yehi, that is by yehi is jivaiki. Yehi yadrasham karma iha janmani kritam. By the jiva, whichever jiva, yadrasham karma, whichever type of the karma. Yadrasham karma iha janmani kritam. In this janma, it is done, kritam, done. Tad vashena ityetat, in keeping with that. Tad vashena, keeping with that, iti etat. That is, whichever karma, type of karma this jiva has done in this janma, in keeping with that janma only, the next janma would be. So, the present janma plays an important role. Plays an important role for the next janma. So, the next janma of the jiva, or the next janma is decided by the sanchita karma of the jiva. Sanchita is what is in store. What karma is in store for the jiva is sanchita. So from the sanchita, a certain portion is going to manifest as prarabdha in the next janma. But karma, what is done in this janma, that predominantly decides the next janma. So what is predominant for the next janma is the karma done in this janma. So the karma, this karma of this janma has a major influence on the next janma. That's why iha janmani, Bhashyakara says, yadrasham karma iha janmani, in this life it is kritam by the jiva, tad vashena, in keeping with that, it will be the next janma. So karma which has done in the previous janma, that also have dominance. But what is more dominant is the karma done in this janma. That will decide the next janma. So what has been done, it can be to some extent nullified by doing good karma in this janma. Nullified means by taking a good janma, good human birth, good janma, the person, when he experiences the stored karma in the form of prarabdha, sanchita karma manifests in the form of prarabdha, because the person has done good janma in this life and gained good janma next life, now you would have developed the strength, to face the karma palam. So that karma palam, impact of the karma palam will be less, because the person has developed himself to face its own karma. Like a jnani, for him, the prarabdha doesn't really affect him. Karma he experiences, whatever may be the karma. Even these diseases and all, terminal diseases and all, a jnani undergoes, but it doesn't affect the jnani's jnana. It remains steady. Whereas the same karma that in the form of this terminal disease and all will affect the Ajnani very much, but not the Jnani. The karma palam being the same, but it doesn't affect the Jnani. It affects the Jnani. That makes a difference. So that is what I said, nullification. Even though the papa karmas are in store, that can be, to a great extent, can be nullified by doing good karma in this janma. That possibility is there. So therefore, iha janmani kritam tad vachnena iti etat. Then the next one. Tatha cha yatha shrutam yadrisham cha vijnanam uparjitam tadanurupam eva shariram padyante ityartha. Pratipadyante ityartha. Yata pragyam hi sambhavaha iti shrutyantarat. So tatha cha, similarly, yata shrutam shrutam anatikramya, in keeping with what is heard, what yadrisham vijnanam uparjitam. Yadrisham, whichever vijnanam, referring here to upasana. Vijnana means knowledge. Vijnana means knowledge. Knowledge here is upasana. Upasana is what? It could be a Shastra upasana, Shastriya upasana, or Lokika upasana. If it's a Shastriya upasana, means what the person would have done some upasana of some certain devatas. He could have done upasana as prescribed in the Shastram, or he would have done some upasana of devatas. It would have been, he would have been a Vishnu Bhakta, or Shiva Bhakta, or Devi Bhakta, or any devata. Some upasanas he has done. So that upasana palam will be there. Upasana palam will never go waste. Upasana palam will be there. Or the upasana which are prescribed in the Shastram, like in the Pancha, this Sanghita upasana is there in the Upanishad. Other upasanas are the Vyakriti upasana, so many upasanas. That is Shastriya upasana. Lokika upasana, if you take upasana, is there. Upasana means the thought. The thought which are stubborn or which are very strong in the person. The thought regarding the, whether it's with regard to the money, or with regard to the pleasure, the sense pleasure, or with regard to the status or whatever it may be, name, fame, etc. That which is predominant, that is Laukika, that is Vijnana, that knowledge, the thought, the samskaras, that is the samskara, the vasanas, which have been uparjitam, gained by this jiva, tad anurupam eva shariram prapadyante. In keeping with that only, the jiva gains pratipadyante, they gain shariram. In keeping with that only, the jiva gain shariram. So yadrasham vijnanam uparjitam. Vijnanam can be taken as this samskara. Samskara is not a deliberate samskara. Samskara here, that 41 samskaras are there, which a jiva, which a newly born baby is supposed to undergo to become a good person, not that samskara. Yes, samskara is what has been gained by using the free will, by misusing the free will or using the free will. Both could be good samskara, bad samskara, both are possible. So using or abusing the free will, whatever he has gained, in keeping with that, tadanurupam shariram pratipadyante. This jiva gains the shariram. And there is a quote Shrutyantarat, another Shruti also corroborate this statement. What? Yata pragyam hi sambhavaha. Yata pragyam, pragya is knowledge, vijnana. Sambhavaha, yata pragyam, in keeping with the pragya, the knowledge, the sambhavaha, jivaha, sambhavaha, jivas are born. Iti Aitareya Aranyakam. In the Aitareya Aranyakam, there is a statement. Therefore, Bhashyakara quotes that. Shrutyantarat means Anya Vakya of the Shruti. Anya Shruti, another Shruti, Anya Shruti Vakya. Anya Shruti Vakya is quoted by Bhashyakara. Yata pragyam, in keeping with the knowledge. Knowledge is born of experiences. Therefore, vasanas. Yata pragyam, yata samskara, the vasana. Janmavaha, sambhavaha, janma sambhavaha, jivaha sambhavaha. So jivas are born. So in keeping with the samskaras, the jivas, the living beings are born. Iti Shruti Vakyam is the Aitareya Aranyaka that Bhashyakara quotes. So Iti Bhashyakara concludes the Bhashyam to this mantra. The next mantra we will see. We'll see that in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद जी.